Okay, now today we'll study the graphical representation of motion. Okay, how graphically we have studied about distance, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration. Okay, now here we'll study the graphical representation of motion. Okay, three types of graphs here we'll study. The first one is position time graph. Position time graph. Okay, that is XT graph. Okay, for an object at rest, the object is at rest. Position taken along y-axis, time taken along x-axis. Now the object is at rest. That is after, now let the object is at 20 meters. Let's consider that the object is at 20 meters from the origin. As the time passes, the object is not moving, is at rest, is static, that is it will remain 20 meters only from the origin. So how will be the graph? It will be a straight line parallel to the time axis. After 10 seconds, after 20 seconds, after 30 and so on, the object is at the same position. So how is the graph? Okay, it is a straight line parallel to time axis. So here you can write down the graph is a straight line parallel to time axis. For an object at rest, the position time graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis. Next, for uniform motion. Uniform motion means the object which is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time. Let's draw the position time graph. Okay, let after 10 seconds cover 10 meters, after 20 seconds 20 meters, 30 seconds 30 meters. So how will you get the shape of the graph? It will be a straight line having a constant slope. Okay, this line is having some slope. Okay, this line doesn't have any slope. So the graph will be the position time graph will be a straight line having a constant slope. So how is the graph? It is a straight line having constant slope. Okay, the slope is constant. The slope is not changing. Having constant slope. Okay, next for uniformly accelerated motion. Uniformly accelerated motion is non-uniform motion. Uniformly accelerated motion. How will be the position time graph? Okay, now the graph will not be a straight line. It will be a curved line sloping upwards. It will be a curved line sloping upwards. So the graph is a curved line. The position time graph is a curved line sloping upwards. Okay, whereas for uniformly retarded motion, uniformly retarded motion means the velocity is, the change in velocity is continuously decreasing with equal intervals of time. So uniformly retarded motion, again the graph is a curved line. XT graph is a curved line, but it will be sloping downwards. So curved line sloping downwards. Okay, these two are non-uniform motions. Okay, uniformly accelerated, uniformly retarded motions of non-uniform motions. Okay, you can draw it as such. So this is the position time graph. Okay, now from this position time graph, we can find out the speed of the object. Okay, first draw all these graphs and along with the graph, write down as is given here. For an object at rest, it will be a straight line parallel to the time axis. Uniform motion, it is a straight line but having constant slope. For uniformly accelerated and retarded motion, the graph, these two motions are non-uniform motions. So the graph is a curved line. If it is uniformly accelerated, it will be sloping upwards. If it is uniformly retarded motion, it will be sloping downwards. Okay, now write down. Okay, made the graphs.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now write down. From the position time graph, the speed or velocity of the object, can be determined. The speed or velocity of the object can be determined by finding out the slope of the line. By finding out the slope of the line. Okay, if it is distance time graph, we can find out the speed. If it is displacement time graph, we can find out the velocity. Okay, so the change in position with the time we have. Okay, now the slope of the line, the slope of the xt graph line, the slope of the position time graph line will give the velocity of the object. Okay, now does this line has any slope? Here we see that the line doesn't have any slope and velocity is determined by the slope of the line. So as it doesn't have any slope, so its velocity is 0. Okay, this line is having a constant slope and slope of any line can be determined by tan theta. Tan theta gives the slope of the line. So here the slope is given by tan theta. Okay, here it is not making any angle, or physically also you can understand an object is at rest. Will it have any speed? Will it have any speed? As it's not moving, so its speed is 0 or the velocity is 0. Okay, but this line is having some slope and the slope of any line is always found out by tan theta. And we know that tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. So OA is the line. We consider any triangle. You can consider a small triangle, a big triangle, any triangle. As the slope is constant, so the speed is constant. Okay, so it means its speed is constant. So tan theta is equal to perpendicular. Perpendicular is AB upon OB. AB is what? Some displacement. OB is what? Time. So the tan theta is AB upon OB, which is constant. That is, the speed is constant. It is uniform motion. Uniform motion means equal distances in equal intervals of time. It is moving with a constant speed. So here the speed is constant from this time interval to here. 0 to, this may be 10 seconds, this may be 1 hour. 0 to 1 hour, the speed is constant. So in between, if you find out after 25 minutes, after 30 minutes, 45 minutes, anything, the speed will be the same. Okay, if you have to find out after 10 minutes, like here it is 10 minutes, this is 1 hour. Just taking an example, 0 to t, here B point is 1 hour. 10 minutes, let it is here. Consider the small triangle, this upon this, again tan theta will be constant. So if the slope is like this, it is constant slope, it means it is moving with a constant speed. Okay, whereas for here, we calculate the velocity by finding the tangent at that point. So at any point, if you have to find out the velocity, you have to draw the tangent at that point. Okay, cannot be determined by, as the line is curved, so we cannot determine like this. Otherwise, a small triangle is taken for a small time interval, it is found out, and then by integrating, leave that. Okay, so for this, the slope is constant and the slope is determined by AB perpendicular upon base, which gives the speed or the velocity of the object. So here we have discussed the position time graph for various types of motions. An object which is at rest, the graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis. Uniform motion, a straight line having some slope, and this slope is giving the velocity. Uniformly accelerated and uniformly retarded motion, the slope is okay, either upwards, it will be a curved line, either sloping upwards or sloping downwards. Okay, so at any point, if you have to find out the velocity, we draw the tangent at that point. Okay, here you can see that the tangent when we have drawn is pointing in the upward direction. Here the tangent is pointing in the downward direction. Okay, so the velocity at any instant at this particular time interval, how do you find out? By drawing the tangent at that point. This gives the velocity. And uniformly accelerated and uniformly retarded motions are non-uniform motions. These are non-uniform motions. Okay, next we'll discuss velocity time graph, VT graph. Okay, position time graph we have discussed. Next is velocity time graph. Okay, the graph is plotted between velocity and time. An object at rest, no velocity. Okay, so the velocity is 0, so we won't draw for an object at rest. Okay, before that, write down what can we find out, which physical quantities can be determined from velocity time graph. Like from the position time graph, we have seen that we can find out the speed or velocity. And how can we find out the speed or velocity? By finding out the slope of the line. Okay, now from the velocity time graph, two physical quantities can be determined. The first one is the acceleration. The slope of VT graph, the slope of velocity time graph will give the acceleration, and the area covered under the velocity time graph will give you the distance traveled. So two things can be determined from the velocity time graph. So write down two physical quantities can be determined from VT graph. Two physical quantities can be determined from VT graph. Write the first one, acceleration. Acceleration given by the slope of the line. Okay, so acceleration is given by the slope of the line. Acceleration given by the slope of the line. Okay, and the second physical quantity, distance traveled. Distance traveled. Write the second one, distance traveled, which is the area covered under the line. Distance traveled is area covered under the VT graph. Area covered under the VT graph. Okay, object at rest, velocity is 0. So we won't draw for that. We'll start from uniform motion. Uniform motion means equal distances in equal intervals of time. That is, its speed or velocity is constant. Now here we have to plot the VT graph. How will be the graph? How will be the shape of the graph? The velocity is constant. With the time, it is not changing. For example, if a car is moving with 20 kilometers per hour, After 10 minutes, after 20 minutes, after 40 minutes, the velocity is 20 kilometer per hour only. So the velocity is constant. So how will be the VT graph? It will be a straight line parallel to the time axis. So for uniform motion, the VT graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis. Okay, for XT graph, in XT graph, for uniform motion, it is a straight line having some slope. Here the slope is 0. Okay, so how will be the VT graph for uniform motion? Straight line parallel to time axis. Okay, now as we have written that two physical quantities can be determined. The first one is the acceleration. Acceleration is given by slope of the line. Let this line is AB. Slope of AB line. Does this line have any slope? It doesn't have any slope. So what is the acceleration? Acceleration is 0. Okay, or physically also you can understand. Body is moving with 20 kilometer per hour. Initial velocity 20 kilometer per hour. Final velocity also 20 kilometer per hour. So V minus U is 0. So the acceleration is 0. So for uniform motion, the acceleration is 0. Okay, and the second thing what you can determine is distance traveled. Distance is area under the AB line. The area under the line will give you the distance traveled. So distance is given by area under the AB line. Okay, that is, let this point is O, this point is C. That is the area of the rectangle ABOC. So it is area of rectangle OABC. Okay, and area of a rectangle you know is equal to length into breadth, OA into OC. OA into OC will give you the distance traveled. So two things can be determined from the velocity time graph. The first one is the acceleration. Slope of the line will give you the acceleration. Okay, but for uniform motion, here we see that the line doesn't have any slope. So the acceleration is 0. The second physical quantity which can be determined is the distance traveled, which is the area under the velocity time graph line. That is the area under the AB line. Okay, and we see that it becomes a rectangle. The figure becomes a rectangle. So it is the area of the rectangle. Second, for uniformly accelerated motion. Uniformly accelerated motion is the one in which the change in velocity is equal in equal intervals of time. That is, the acceleration is positive and constant. Let us draw the VT graph. Okay, the change in velocity is equal in equal intervals of time. So how will you get the graph? It will be a straight line having a constant slope. So how is the graph? It is a straight line having constant slope. Okay, let the line is OA. Okay, now the first thing, what can you determine? Acceleration. Acceleration is given by slope of OA line. Slope of OA line will give you the acceleration. Again, to find out the slope, we find out tan theta. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. So it is equal to AB upon OB. This will give you the acceleration. So the acceleration is given by the slope of the line, and slope is determined by tan theta. Tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. So this gives the acceleration, and the distance traveled. Distance traveled is equal to area under the OA line. Area under OA line. Okay, what type of figure you get? You get a triangle. So it is the area of triangle. Name that triangle. Area of triangle OAB. And we know that the area of a triangle is half base into height. So half OB into AB. This will give you the distance traveled. So for uniformly accelerated motion, the graph is a straight line having a constant slope. So the acceleration is constant from O to B time interval. This is time t is equal to 0. This is the final time, maybe 5 seconds, maybe 100 seconds, maybe 1 hour, anything. So from O to B time interval, the acceleration is constant. Why? Because the slope is constant, tan theta is constant, the same theta is made. So the acceleration is constant and the distance traveled can be found out by finding the area under the line. Okay, this is the case when the initial velocity is 0. At t is equal to 0, the velocity you can see is 0. So the initial velocity is 0. If initial velocity is not equal to 0, then how will be the graph for uniformly accelerated motion? At t is equal to 0, the particle is already having some velocity. Okay, let this velocity is a. So O to A, this velocity is the initial velocity. That is at t is equal to 0, the particle already possesses some velocity which is u. So if initial velocity is not equal to 0, it will not start from 0. Okay, it will start from somewhere from the point A, which is giving the initial velocity. Okay, again acceleration if you have to find out. So AB is the line which is having a constant slope. Acceleration is tan theta. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. So here acceleration is tan theta and tan theta here is equal to BC upon AC. This is giving the acceleration. And here the distance traveled. The distance traveled is area under the AB line. Area under AB line. So here we get two geometrical figures. One is the triangle and the other is the rectangle. So area of the triangle plus the area of the rectangle. So it is area of triangle ABC plus area of rectangle OACD. Area of rectangle OACD. Okay, so for uniformly accelerated motion, the graph is a straight line having a constant slope. Starting from here, initial velocity is 0. Starting from point A, possesses some initial velocity, and this OA is giving the initial velocity. So here the initial velocity is not equal to 0. Okay, draw all these graphs. Okay, so we have drawn for velocity time graph for uniform motion and for uniformly accelerated motion. For uniform motion, it is a straight line parallel to the time axis, and for uniformly accelerated motion, it is a straight line having a constant slope, and the slope is giving the acceleration, and the area covered under the velocity time graph is giving the distance traveled. Okay, if you have written, let me know so that I'll rub the board. For uniformly retarded motion, let's see how will be the graph.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Written, everyone? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now for uniformly retarded motion, the third graph, uniformly retarded motion. The velocity decreases with the time. Velocity is at point 0, at time t is equal to 0. It is already having some initial velocity. How much? OA. OA is the initial velocity. And after time t, that is at point B, the velocity becomes 0. So the velocity is continuously decreasing with the time. So for uniformly retarded motion, it is a straight line having a constant slope, but the velocity will continuously decrease. So here the acceleration is slope of the line, which tan theta, this tan theta we are taking. So here the theta will be obtuse, so tan theta will be negative. Tan theta is negative, so the acceleration here will be negative. Acceleration is negative, it means it is retardation. It is constant, but it is negative. And again, the distance is area covered under the line. Okay, for non-uniformly retarded motion or for non-uniformly accelerated motion, that is the acceleration is not constant. Uniformly accelerated, uniformly retarded, acceleration is constant. Acceleration is negative and constant. Okay, but for non-uniformly accelerated motion, that is the acceleration is not constant. So the velocity time graph, how can you show? The acceleration is not constant from here to here. Velocity is increasing, acceleration is constant, but for this time interval, it is retardation, and again it is accelerating retardation. Okay, it may be like this, or if the acceleration is uniformly increasing with the time. Acceleration uniformly increasing with the time. Okay, that is the rate of change of acceleration is constant. Here also, the acceleration is not constant. From O to A possesses some acceleration, constant. A to B, velocity is decreasing. It is retardation, constant. Okay, B to C, again accelerating. Okay, but here the acceleration is not changing uniformly with the time. In this case, the acceleration is uniformly changing with the time. The rate of change of acceleration is constant. So it would be a curved line. So for non-uniformly accelerated motion, either this or any type of zigzag line will be for non-uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, so as the acceleration is not constant, we cannot find out the slope of the line. Okay, O to A, the acceleration is constant, but then it is decreasing, again increasing. So the acceleration is not constant for the regular time intervals. Okay, then the next is acceleration time graph. The third type of graph is acceleration time graph. Which we call it as AT graph, acceleration time graph. That is, the graph is plotted between acceleration and time. Yes, for uniform motion, anyone? Yes, for uniform motion, how will be the acceleration time graph? Anyone? You can unmute and give me the answer.
Straight line having constant
Ma'am, a
slope.
straight line.
Not correct. Uniform motion. What is the acceleration for uniform motion? I'm not talking about uniformly accelerated motion. Uniform motion. Uniform.
Zero. Acceleration 0.
Acceleration is 0. Yes, acceleration is 0. Why? Moving with a constant velocity. U and V both are same. So the acceleration is 0. So how will be the acceleration time graph? It will be a line on this time axis only. The acceleration for this particular time is 0. Sorry, time is here, acceleration is here. So from here to here, the acceleration is 0. For uniformly accelerated motion,
Straight line having constant slope.
no. Acceleration is constant. Acceleration is positive and constant. Acceleration is
Straight line parallel.
yes, straight line parallel to the time axis. Acceleration is constant. If it is moving with 2 meter per second square acceleration, with the time, the acceleration is not changing. Whereas for uniformly retarded motion, okay, here acceleration is positive and constant. Whereas for uniformly, acceleration is negative. Okay, but it is uniformly. Uniformly means it is constant and is constant. Okay, this is positive acceleration, this is negative acceleration. So the acceleration is constant but negative. Is it clear? Is it clear?